buddy Brad Netzler, along with my partners Kirk Street and Lee Corso. It's going to be cold out there today for the California Golden Bears and the Bearcats of Cincinnati. The regular season is over. We're going bowling, and here come the Bearcats. The Bearcats have been looking forward to this matchup all week. Kirk, what are your thoughts on this game?
Cincinnati looks to unveil their high-powered offense, and the guy to look out for is their wideout. Lee, I'll tell you what, this defense and this young secondary is going to have their hands full because I think they're a little overmatched.
Hey, Kirk, AARP isn't calling this one wrong.
Yo, look out for the Bearcats.
California is kicking off first, and we're ready to get this game underway. Kicks it off. Hampton fields it at the 9. Now let's see what kind of success this offense can have as they come out onto the field for the first time today. This is a good quarterback on the field right now. How do you think he'll fare today, guys?
He's good, Brad, but he better look out for this safety lurking in the defensive secondary today.
Yeah, Coach, you couldn't paint a better picture of a ball-hawking safety. I'm predicting at least one interception today from this guy.
Nice prediction. We'll find out if you're right.
A lot of problems on the defensive side of the ball for these guys, Coach.
Absolutely. They can't tackle, they can't cover. They better learn fast if they're going to win today.
Harmon, the lone back. Waters, back to throw. Stepping up. He lets it fly. Broke away from one. Brought down at the 40. Guys, with that catch, he's now past the 1,000-yard point for the season.
This guy has had a great year. The coach has got to be pleased with his performance for the year, Lee.
Oh, yeah, he's a big, big part of their offense.
It's first down.
First and 10. Ball on the 40-yard line.
3 wideouts here. He drops back. Throws it. Batted ball. Coach, you made a nice defensive play there.
He sure did. He just stuck his hand out and hit the football.
So that'll make it second down. They line up at the 40.
Ball on the
Second down.
40-yard line.
They'll work from the shotgun. Waters, back to pass. Waters throws it out there. It falls incomplete.
You got to be careful throwing into coverage like that.
Well, Coach, I don't think it was a poor decision. It was just a great reaction by the man in coverage.
That'll bring up third down. It's third and 10. Ball on the 40. Harmon alone in the backfield. He drops back. Here comes the pressure. And he's going to be sacked for a loss.
That defensive end just came off the edge and pow! The quarterback didn't have a chance.
He has one job on passing situations. Get to the quarterback. And he did that job very, very well on that play.
Fourth and long.
The Bearcats are lining up to punt it away.
32-yard line.
Bell is back to receive. Punts the ball away. Bell fields at the 29. And now we get to see this offense for the first time as they head out onto the field. This drive will start at the 33-yard line.
First and 10.
The Golden Bears come out showing 3 wide. Makes a move. 39. The running back gives them 6 on the ground. Second down, 4 yards to go.
Ball on the 39-yard
line. Defense lines up in a 3-4. The defense jumped, but I think a lineman moved first.
Offsides on the defense. 5-yard penalty. First
So
down.
the offense will move a little bit closer with that penalty. First down, 10 to go.
Ball on the 44-yard line.
They'll give it off here. He's tackled at the 47-yard line. A couple, maybe 3 yards on that run. From their own 47-yard line.
47-yard
It's second down. California lines up with a split backfield. Back to pass with a quick throw. And he pulls it down. Nice little pitch and catch with a wideout.
Quarterback and receivers spend a lot of time together. The coaches say they stay after practice just working on their timing, and right there it paid off.
It's first and 10. Ball on the 40-yard line. The Golden Bears come out in the ace formation. With the play fake. Unloads. Seymour with a takedown. The ticks. There's a player down. I'm not sure what happened. First down.
Ball on the 26-yard line.
California comes to the line, only one man in the backfield. Hands it off. Brought down at the 18. Bell gains 8 yards on that play. Second and 2 coming up here.
Ball
Bell,
on the
the lone
18-yard
back.
line.
Run, right side. He spins around. He's taken down at the 12-yard line. They pick up another first, guys.
They've got a decent drive going here.
Yep, the offense is doing exactly what they have to do. Move the sticks.
First and 10. We'll see what they can do in the red zone. California lines up with 3 receivers. They'll bring him down at the 9. 3 yards there on the play. Second down, 7 yards to go.
9-yard
They line up at the 9. Williams hands it off. Rhodes brings him down at the 1. Picked up big yards there, and he's going to have a first down.
Yeah, nice job there. This guy does a good job in reading his blocks and accelerating through the holes.
It's first and goal. They're inside the 20. California will line up in a jumbo set here. They hand it off again. Magruder tackles him for a loss on the play. Kirk, they really had nothing going on that run.
I'll tell you what, Brad, it's almost like he ran into a brick wall on that play.
Cincinnati has looked pretty good on the defensive side of the ball this year.
They use a lot of schemes that allow their players to play physically and aggressively.
And they have such a fast defense, they don't have to do anything complicated. They just let their players play, and play with fun.
That was a fine run to get in the end zone, guys.
Hey, that's his 10th of the season, Kirk.
Well, this guy's been solid all year long, and this won't be the last time we see him in the end zone.
Looks like someone went a little too far with the celebration.
And sportsmanlike conduct on the offense. 15-yard penalty will be enforced on the try.
So they're ready for the extra point. And he tacks on the extra point. And now we're going to take a look at the Pontiac drive summary. California to kick this one off. Hampton and Madsen back deep to return. He sends it off. Madsen from his own end zone. So the offense takes over, and they'll try to figure out this defense forced them to punt the last time they had the ball. The offense will take over at the 16-yard line.
1st and 10.
This defense is in the dime. And now he's going to throw it. Complete. What a catch. So we get to see his arm, and he gets it out there for a first down off the trick play. First down.
1st and 10.
Drops back to pass. Waters. Fire. And this one falls incomplete.
Not much you can do there, Coach.
Nope, not much at all. It's not easy hanging on to the football when there's another guy coming at you. Those are going to be drops more times than not.
It's second down and 10 to go. Ball on the 33-yard line. Harmon is the single setback. Nice play fake. He's rolling right, throws to the middle, and he's got him on the fly.
This is a simple case of finding the hole in the zone. The quarterback did a good job of recognizing the coverage and then found his man.
Yep, give the receiver some credit too. He got open, then made a nice catch for the first down.
First down, 10 yards to go. Ball on the 45. They're in the eye. They'll throw on first down. Got it to his receiver. And they bring him down at the 16. And they're building some great momentum on this drive, guys.
That's right, Brad. That was a crisp pass by the quarterback. They're looking pretty good moving the ball right now.
First and 10. They're in the red zone.
16-yard line.
Harmon lines up in the deep back, I formation. He takes it with the spin. So they execute and move a little closer to the sticks.
Yeah, completing those short passes is the key because it lulls the defense to sleep a little bit. Then you can launch one big one downfield for a big gain.
11 yards out.
Ball on the 11-yard line.
Off on the counter, and they make the stop at the 11. Not much for the runner as he gets back to the line of scrimmage. They'll line up at the 11. It's third down and 5 to go. Waters lines up with 4 wideouts. Setting up play action. Across the middle. My goodness, guys, that was a spectacular play by the wide receiver.
The coach has gone to great lengths to shepherd his receivers, and we've seen the results on the field.
will be tied with the extra point. And he adds the extra point. And now we'll take a look at the Pontiac drive summary. Cincinnati ready to kick this one off. Bell and Scott deep to return. He kicks it off. Scott takes from the 10. Looks to me as though the offensive line is ready to run the ball some more.
And that defensive line better be ready, because if they aren't, they'll be giving up another touchdown drive.
They'll go to work at the 24-yard line. They come out in a nickel. Scott drops back. Somehow gets the ball away. And down he goes at the 36. And Herbie, that was a good-looking throw.
Yeah, and what impresses me is the composure of this young quarterback. He made a great read, saw the open receiver, and delivered an almost perfect strike. Good-looking play.
It's first down.
Ball on the 36-yard line.
The Bearcats come out in a 34 defense. Williams unloads. There's a missed tackle at the 40. And he's all the way down to the 26. The tight end picks up a lot of yardage on that one.
The big guy isn't the fastest out there, but he sure is a load to bring down.
First down.
Ball on the 26-yard line.
One-man backfield. They hand it off. Can't wrap him up. And he's tackled at the 20-yard line. The running back gives them 6 yards on the ground. And since we're in the red zone, let's have a look at the numbers. Brought to you by Old Spice Red Zone, when performance matters most. Makes a move. Brought down at the 9-yard line. And that one goes for a big, big first down.
You know, every time you run the ball successfully like that, that defense starts to creep up a little bit. That's when you go to the air, my friend. Over the top.
First down. The Golden Bears line up in an I formation. Across the middle. He's got it. Touchdown. Looked like the defense just forgot about the tight end on that play.
Yeah, he seemed to slip right through the secondary and find an opening. I can't believe the defense allowed that to happen.
Especially in the red zone, Kurt. They got to be aware of this guy's pass-catching abilities.
And they're lining up for the PAT. He makes the PAT. And here's the Pontiac drive summary. California to kick this one off. Hampton and Madsen back ready to return. Decent kick. Madsen from his own end zone. Guys, their last possession, they really had good success passing the ball.
Hey, if you ask me, I'd air it out some more.
Lee, I agree. Make them show you that they can stop it before you change things up.
They'll go to work at the 19-yard line.
Start the drive at the 19-yard line. First and 10.
Harmon is the deep back as they line up in the I. They get it out there on the toss. They'll knock him down for a loss.
Wow, it's not often you see a safety making a play in the backfield like that.
Well, these days you've got safeties playing up close to the line of scrimmage, almost like a fourth linebacker. The only way that you can keep them from cheating up is to take some chances downfield.
2nd and 12.
It's second down.
Ball on the 17-yard line.
Inside give.
Yeah, great upfield rush here by the defensive end. He comes around and manages to get his hands on the ball carrier. That's a terrific play.
3rd and 12 coming up on this one.
Ball on the 17-yard line.
This defense is in the dime. Waters drops back to pass. Fires. Dives and caught. He looked like he threw that one about as hard as he could.
Well, sometimes you have to. You've got to make sure the defense can't get to it, so you put a little extra zip on the throw, just like he did there.
I'll tell you what, that ball looks like a missile with laces.
4th and 3.
The Bearcats
Ball
line
on
up
the
the punt.
26-yard line.
Bell back deep to return. Kane punts it, and this is a wonderful kick. Bell fields it to 31. Well, the offense is back on the field again, and their last drive, they moved the ball very well, especially through the air on their way to that touchdown.
They'll take
start
over
at
at
the
the 39-yard line. 1st and 10.
The Golden Bears line up with a single set back to it. Little juke. Excellent open field tackle. How about that run by this halfback?
You know what? When this offense can run the ball like this, watch out. They can score quickly.
Watch out is right, because now you got to worry about the run
1st
and the
10.
pass on defense.
Ball on the 48-yard line.
We've got a 1st and 10. Ball on the 48-yard line. Williams on 1st down. He throws it. Complete. Madsen with a takedown at the 42-yard line. Nice little catch there, huh, Coach?
Yeah, that was a good call. I like that call. I like short passes. They're safe and can lead to some really good yardage.
They line up at the 42.
Ball on the 42-yard
Second down.
line.
The Golden Bears come out with split backs. He's looking to pass. Moves up in the pocket. He gets rid of it. Loses the football. And the defense is on it. There's a player hurt. Doesn't look to be that bad. They'll start this drive at the 28.
We'll start the drive at the 28-yard line. 1st and 10.
Cincinnati sets up with 4 receivers. Waters with a nice play fake. He throws right, and it's the senior. And down he goes at the 45-yard line. A good play fake that time.
Here, the play action was key. It held the linebackers there by the fake by the running back, and the running back did a very nice job of carrying out his fake.
And the quarterback did a tremendous job of the fake handoff, too.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 45-yard line. Waters back in the gun. He throws it. He's got his tight end. He's tackled at the 39.
That's a 1st down right there.
Yeah, if I was a defense, I think I would man up on these guys next time.
This quarterback is very good at recognizing zone coverage and then finding the open receiver.
1st and 10. Ball on the 39-yard line. The defense will stack the line of scrimmage. Across the middle. Got his running back.
These days, we need a running back who can not only run the football, but who has good hands as well.
Yeah, and this kid just put his hands on display. That's a great pickup by this back.
1st down, 10 yards to go. Ball on the 27. They line up in the shotgun. They'll throw again. Defense hasn't stopped them yet. He passes it. It's complete. Nichols with the tackle at the 25. They'll get 2 on that one. It's second down and 8. Ball on the 25-yard line. Cincinnati goes with the ace set here. Waters fakes a handoff. He's looking down the middle. Another catch. They pick up a few yards there on the pass.
And I'll tell you what, that fake handoff froze the secondary just enough to allow for the receiver to come up with a nice gain that time. Good call.
Have a look at our Old Spice red zone numbers. Red zone, when performance matters most. Cincinnati comes out with an I formation. They try to get a head start there.
Dead ball. False start on the offense. 5-yard penalty. Still first
A lack
down.
of concentration will push the offense back.
Yep, the kid was in a hurry to block someone. You got to control that.
He drops back. Steps up in the pocket. Got an opening. He spins. Woodard with a takedown at the 6-yard line. Boy, does this kid have an arm or what?
Are you kidding me? It looks like he has a rocket launcher attached to his shoulder.
Second and 5.
Ball on the 6-yard line.
Waters hasn't thrown a bad one this drive. Across the middle. The tight end scored that time, and with authority.
Brett is a physical football player, but he's also got the finesse to make a big impact in the passing game.
Will be tied with the extra point. And he adds the extra point. Over 2 minutes remaining in the first quarter. The score is Cincinnati 14, California 14. And it looks like they're ready for the kickoff. He sends it off. Scott fields it at the 1. We might see 2 hands on the ball after their last run.
Yeah, but if you start thinking too much about fumbling, you become less effective as a runner. You just need to go out there and play their game.
The offense will start at the 20. Gives it up the middle. They'll bring him down for a loss on the play. Well, the defense really put the clamps down on that run.
Boy, Brett, great effort up front by that defense.
Second down.
11. Ball on the 19-yard line.
California sets up in the I. Play action. He gets the pass away, and they couldn't hook up on that one. He just put a little too much air under that one.
That's one of the reasons defenses like to blitz, not only to sack the quarterback, but also to force him into making bad throws.
Here's third and 11.
Ball
on the 19. California comes out with an I formation. Williams set to go to the air. Hits his man in stride. And he's tackled at the 36.
That's how you convert third down, sweetheart.
That was a good-looking play, wasn't it, Coach?
Oh, yeah, this offensive coordinator must have seen something in the defense he really liked.
First and 10. Ball on their own
36-yard line.
Williams throws. The ball is tipped. Nice job getting a hand on that one.
Yeah, really good heads-up play there to get a hand on the football by the defense.
That'll bring up second down. So it's 2nd and 10.
Ball on the 36-yard line.
Single set backfield. Back to pass. Lets it fly. He snags it. Brought down into the open field. And a nice pickup through the air.
I'll tell you what, fellas, I love this kid's throwing ability. He's got a quick release, and he's very accurate.
The defense will try to stop this third down as they were unsuccessful the first time on this drive. It's a pass on 3rd and short. Williams throws it out there. Caught. That'll be a 2-yard loss.
4th and 5.
California ready to punt this one away. Madsen will be the return man. He gets it off. Madsen takes it to 28.
What to look for on this drive is to see how often the defense changes up its coverages. They didn't defend the pass very well that last drive, so it's going to be interesting to see if they play them differently here.
They'll set up shop at the 30-yard line. Waters with a pitch. Fellows brings him down at midfield. And a huge run by the tailback.
This guy's always had outstanding vision, but it seems he's got some incredible quickness as well once he gets into the open field.
Boy, you're right. This kid showed me he's a great-looking athlete.
It's 1st and 10. Ball right around midfield. To the 10. He's all the way home. Touchdown. And he just eclipsed the 1,000-yard mark for rushing.
You know, to a lot of people, it's no big deal if a guy runs for over 1,000 yards in a season. But I'll tell you what, it takes some skills to be able to accomplish this feat.
And they're lining up for the PAT. And he converts the extra point. That score leads us to our Pontiac drive summary. Looks like they're ready for the
kickoff.
He kicks it off. Bell fields it at the 2. Missed tackle. The offense comes back on the field, hoping to build off their last drive.
They had something going, but were unable to get any points.
They'll take over at the 24-yard line.
1st and 10.
The Golden Bears line up with a single set backfield. Williams back to throw. Williams slings it left, catches it, and down he goes at the 37-yard line. A nice completion to the tight end.
A good play here, and the thing that I notice is that he provides a nice big target out there for the quarterback.
We're through one quarter, and the score is Cincinnati 21, California 14. From their own 37-yard line.
37-yard
First down. The Golden Bears set up in the gun. He throws left. Got it. Down the sideline. He got it to the receiver in a hurry.
That ball was on a line. The defense couldn't knock it down because they couldn't see it. It was a laser beam.
We've got a 1st and 10.
Ball on the 29-yard line.
The offense lines up with 3 wide receivers. He went by him. Bell fumbles. And they fall on the loose ball. They turn the ball over to the defense with that fumble, and the head coach has got to be upset with his halfback after that one.
Any coach would be upset after his running back fumbles. The first thing a running back learns is how to grip and secure.
They'll take over.
Hopefully he shakes it off and forgets about it. There's nothing he can do now.
Waters hands off, and they'll bring him down behind the line. And the blitz might have caused that one.
The defense took a chance here. They overloaded that side of the ball, and the tailback had nowhere to go.
It's 2nd and 13. Ball on their own 21. The defense lines up in a dime. Waters steps back to pass. He lets it go. It's complete. Tackle made at the 27-yard line. Well, coach's short pickup on that pass play.
It was, but you know what? As long as they've got those guys getting open underneath, it'll take a lot of pressure off those offensive linemen who are trying to hold their
3rd
blocks.
and 7.
It's 3rd down.
On the 27-yard line.
They'll work from the shotgun. It's a direct snap. Tackle at the 31-yard line. That's not going to move the sticks.
This defense played some sound football out there and did a good job of not letting them get into any kind of rhythm.
4th and 3.
Here comes the punter looking to boot this one away. Kane is waiting for the snap. He gets it away. Bell fields it at the 26.
Beautiful, beautiful coverage.
Very well covered all around. This drive will start at the 29. Bell lines up in a deep back, I formation, and he hits him hard at the 28. And that was a good stop by the defense. They got him in the backfield.
That's a great example of quickness by the defensive line. It allows you to break away from those blockers before they have a chance of moving you away from the play.
It's 2nd down and 11 to go. Ball on the 28-yard line. Ace backfield. Bell gets another carry. Breaks one. Oh, man. He took him down hard. What a run.
Here they give it to the tailback and a little misdirection play, and you can see the athleticism and the ability to make guys miss. Nice play.
Here's the offensive production statistics, sponsored by Coca-Cola. Bell lines up as a single back. Williams back to pass. The ball is tipped. Manning was the intended receiver on the play, so that'll make it 2nd down. So it's 2nd and 10. Ball on their own 40-yard line. Williams comes to the line with 3 wide. He steps up. He lets it go. They can't connect. Incomplete. Carter, he may have been seriously injured on that play.
My guess is that he's not going to be back in the game, guys. That was a bad-looking injury.
From their own 40-yard line, we've got 3rd and 10. Trips left. Williams drops back. He'll dump this one off. And it's caught. And he's taken down at the 50-yard line. Wow, a long gain, but still not enough for the first.
Well, the offense hurt themselves by digging themselves into a hole on 1st and 2nd down, so the defense didn't really have to put too much thought in how to defend on that 3rd down.
4th and inches.
It's 4th down, and they're going to try to go for it. The Golden Bears line up in a split back set. He fires. Got him on the run to the 20. He's all the way down to the 11-yard line. How crazy was that pass play, Coach?
Man, let me tell you guys something. I'm still shaking my head on that one.
Have a look at our Old Spice Red Zone numbers. Red Zone, when performance matters most. California sets up in the eye. A little misdirection. They'll knock him down for a loss. 2-yard loss for the halfback. Second and 12 coming up here.
Ball on the 13-yard line.
The Golden Bears line up with 3 wide. He breaks it. Tackle at the 6. Bell gets 7 yards on the play. Third and 5. 6 yards to the end zone. Williams set to go to the air. Looking. Guns at the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Bears. And it's good for 6.
Usually in this area, defenders are all bunched up and it's hard to find an open receiver. This quarterback did an outstanding job of reading the coverage.
The extra point to tie this game up. And he adds the extra point. And now we'll take a look at the Pontiac drive summary. California is ready to kick it away. Decent kick. Hampton takes it at the 4. The defense did a nice job of shutting down this offense the last time they had the ball.
The offense was not clicking at all. Let's see if they're back on the same page.
They'll get the ball here at the 19-yard line.
Start the drive at the 19-yard line. 1st and 10.
California lines up in a dime defense here. And he stopped behind the line. Great play, taking him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Man, he shot out of his stance like a cannon and exploded into the backfield.
From their own 18-yard line.
Ball on the
2nd and 11 coming up. The Bearcats set up in the gun. Waters back to throw. Throws it out there, and he pulls it down. What a tackle. That was going to be a touchdown. They just couldn't get to the quarterback in time.
It's one of the things that can happen if a defense brings extra guys to rush the quarterback. The offense will have favorable matchups to get the ball downfield.
And this kid is talented enough to see those receivers. It's not easy to get the ball past those big bulldozers when they're flying right at you.
Cincinnati lines up in a shotgun set. Harmon on the give.
Man, I sure wouldn't want to be hit by that kid.
That's not baby fat on him anymore. He weighs 300 pounds plus. I don't know if I'd be calling him a kid.
Well, I'm not the one out there taking the hits either, my friend.
It's 2nd and 11.
Ball on the 36-yard line.
The defense lines up with 6 DBs. Waters flips it out. Bailey tackles him at the 37. Not a lot on that one. Third
and
down.
10. Ball on the 37-yard line.
And on 3rd and long, watch out. This quarterback looking to keep the drive alive. Incomplete.
Not a pretty pass right there.
No, it wasn't, Kirk. That was not a good pass at all. But hey, in his defense, he had to get it off to avoid the sack.
4th and 10.
Cincinnati
Ball
lining up
on
the
the
punt.
37-yard line.
Kane awaits the snap. Punts the ball away. Bell fields it at the 24. The offense with a lot of success through the air on that last drive as they moved it down the field for the touchdown.
They'll take
We've
over
got a
at
1st
the
and 10.
34-yard line.
Ball on their own 34.
1st and 10.
Looks to pass. He snags it. Hampton with the tackle at the 46-yard line.
How about that play?
Well, it was a good pass, a good catch, and they are keeping the defense off balance by throwing on 1st down.
Absolutely right.
First and 10. Ball on their own 46. Bell is the single setback. Got hit as he threw, and it's caught. Nothing gained on the play. Second down. The Golden Bears line up in a split back set. Williams on play action. He unloads it. They'll bring him down at the 44-yard line. Good yardage that time on the pass.
The thing that makes this play work is the quarterback. He throws this thing right in there. What an arm this quarterback's got.
First and 10.
First down,
Ball
10
on
to
the
go.
44-yard
Ball on the
line.
44-yard line. California comes to the line, only one man in the backfield. Williams has completed every pass this drive, and that one's incomplete. Incomplete, and that wasn't the greatest pass in the world.
Well, I don't know how anybody can throw a great pass while getting drilled like that.
If he didn't hold on to the ball so long, Kirk, he wouldn't have got drilled like that.
Second down, 10 yards to go. California lines up with a split backfield. Williams drops back. He tosses it short. It's complete. Tackle made at the 41-yard line. Only 3 yards there on the throw. Third down, 7 yards to go.
Ball on the 41-yard line.
Scott steps back to pass. He looks, and it's knocked down. Nice play by the defense to bring up 4th down.
Yeah, instead of going for the interception, they did the safe thing, and that was just to tip it away.
4th and 7.
And they're ready to punt this one away. Miller is waiting for the snap. It's away, short punt. Rhodes calls for the fair catch. The offense comes back on the field, hoping to build off their last drive.
It's all about execution, my friends. We saw them move the football, but they were unable to move it when it mattered most.
And Lee, I think you have to give credit to this defense. They tightened up when they had to, and they're going to look to do the same here.
Ace backfield, drops back to pass. Lets it go. Found his man. That catch gives him over 100 yards in the first half.
Yeah, this guy's off to a hot start. Let's see if he can keep it up.
First down, 10 yards to go. Ball on the 42. One man backfield. Waters goes with the play fake. He's going left. This one is incomplete. Miles was the intended target. That'll make it second down.
They line up at the 42. Ball on the 42-yard
second down.
line.
The Golden Bears bring in their dime package. Waters drops back, steps up, he throws. He's tackled at the 48. How about that play?
That's a good pickup there. He just dropped back and delivered a nice throw.
It's third down.
Ball on the 48-yard line.
Waters back to pass, down the middle. Incomplete. Brady was the intended receiver on that pass. And they're going to have to bring on the punt team.
Fourth and 4.
The punter comes on the field, getting ready to send one off. Bell, the return man. Hangs it up high. Bell signals for a fair catch. They're just about ready to get this drive started. After their last series had some promise, but it ended with a punt. First down, 10 to go. Ball on the 15. The Golden Bears go with the I formation. Bell on a pitch out. McCarty gets in the backfield for a loss.
This safety does everything you ask of him. He can come up and play the run or drop deep into his zone and stop the pass.
And right there, I think he was looking for the run the whole way because he got in the backfield in a hurry.
So it's second and 14. Ball on the 11-yard line. McGee takes it up the middle. Nice tackle to bring him down before he got back to the line of scrimmage.
Solid effort there to break up that play.
It's third down. Cincinnati brings in the nickel here. Lets it fly. Oh, he had a shot at the pick. Excellent series by this defense, forcing them to go 3 and out.
And the offense really struggled on this drive. They're going to have to pick it up if they want to move the ball on these guys.
California lining up the punt. Miller awaits the snap. He gets it away. Hampton fields it at 46. So he got a little on that return.
Well, Brad, early it looked like there was an opening there, but the seam closed quickly.
Kirk, you never listen to me. I've been telling you about that awesome team speed all day long. Aren't you going to listen to me?
Good field position here. They'll start this drive inside their opponent's territory.
The 40-yard line. First and 10.
Waters with 3 wide receivers. They keep it on the ground with a tailback. And he's tackled at the 34-yard line. Harmon gains around 6 yards on the run. So that'll make it second down. They line up at the 34.
Ball on the
Second and 4.
line.
Harmon alone in the backfield. He's looking to pass. Waters lets it fly. And he brings it down. And down he goes at the 16-yard line. A decent gain on the pass.
Yo, Kirk, good job by the quarterback here reading this play.
Yeah, the defense came with a blitz, and you're right. Great job by this young quarterback of recognizing the coverage and spotting the open man.
And since we're in the red zone, let's have a look at the numbers. Brought to you by Old Spice Red Zone, when performance matters most. Waters off the fake. They'll make the sack. They line up at the 21.
Ball
Second
on the
down,
21
15 to
yard
go.
line.
Cincinnati lines up in a shotgun set. Waters steps back to pass. Across the middle. And that one's incomplete.
How about that defense?
Well, that's why he's on the field, to make plays like that.
That'll make it third down.
Third and
Third
15.
down, 15 to go. Ball on the 21-yard line. 5 DBs on the field. Waters back to pass. He's looking. He passes it. Finds his back with some room to run. Decent pickup, but they'll still be a zip code away from the first down.
It would have taken a small miracle for them to get the first down on that 3rd and long.
Fourth down. This will be a 33-yard field goal attempt. Cincinnati could take the lead with this field goal. The kick is up, and it's good. So we take a moment to check out the Pontiac drive summary. Cincinnati to kick.
Cincinnati is lined up for the kickoff.
Kicks it away. Scott takes it at the 8. Not a whole lot of success their last time out.
Not at all. This offense has to do a better job of staying on the field and giving their defense a chance to catch their breath.
Here's a look at the offensive production statistics brought to you by Coca-Cola. Bell is the single setback. He's hit and got away. He steps up, going deep, and that one's fallen incomplete. He got the ball away, but it wasn't anywhere near a completion.
Nah, he just wanted to avoid the sack.
So line up at the 25.
Ball on the 25
Second down and 10 to go. Scott set to go to the air with the throw, and it falls incomplete. Scott was the intended target, so that'll make it third down. From their own 25-yard line.
Ball on the 25-yard line.
The defense sets up in the nickel. Williams drops back to pass. Picked off. And he's tackled in the open field. Nice interception and an even nicer vertical.
Oh, yeah. This guy's an athlete. There's no throwing it over this guy's head. He'll go up and get it.
Well, according to him, he threw down a dunk in the high school basketball game. It was the play of the week on all local news stations.
You know what's funny? I didn't get that in any of my notes, but you know what? I'll take your word for it.
The Cincinnati Bearcats.
The quarterback
will
couldn't have
start
asked
the
for much
drive
better
at the
field position
19-yard
than
line.
where they're at
First and
now. Waters with a nice play fake. He's looking down the middle, and he's got the touchdown. And he just hauled in his second touchdown catch of the day.
The defense needs to put somebody on this guy before he does some serious damage.
Getting pressure on the quarterback is also key. You can't let this guy play pitch and catch with his receivers all day.
They line up for the extra point. And he hits the PAT. Just over 5 minutes now remaining in the second quarter. And the score, Cincinnati 31, California 21.
Cincinnati
Everyone's all
is
lined up and
for the
ready for the
kickoff.
kickoff. He kicks it off. Bell fields it at the 3. So the offense will come out and try to turn things around after an interception on their last drive.
The quarterback has to get that interception out of his head. You can't be scared to keep firing away in this game or the defense will tear you apart.
Here are the offensive production stats, brought to you today by Coca-Cola. They keep it on the ground with a tailback. Horn brings him down for a loss.
Great job by the defensive lineman here to get a paw on him and put him to the turf.
Second and 11 coming up. Ball on their own 25. The Golden Bears line up with a single set backfield. They're after him. He might not risk a throw now. Looks like we've got an injured player down there. Can't tell who it is yet.
I didn't see what happened on the play, but you can only hope that this guy's able to shake it off and get back into the game.
From their own 20-yard line. It's third down. California goes with the ace set here. Williams drops the throw, lets it fly, catches it, and he's taken down at the 24-yard line. Makes the catch, but just not enough for the first.
Yeah, they're going to come up a little bit short here. Nice job by the defense of preventing this completion from turning into a first down.
4th and 12.
The Golden Bears are lining up to punt it away. Hampton will be the return man. He gets it off. Hampton fields it at the 40. Passing wasn't much of a problem the last time this offense had the ball, as they were able to get it in for 6.
They'll
go to work
at
at the 42-yard
line. 1st and 10.
Two tight end set. Waters with a pitch. He has some room. Harmon steps out at the 36-yard line. A big gain for the halfback.
You know, when we talked to the coach yesterday, he said they were going to run it over, up, and around this defense. Well, here they got a nice gain on the old toss play.
It's 1st and 10. The defense sets up in the dime. Fires it quickly. Parker tackles him at the 30-yard line. That was a good completion there.
Yeah, I really liked the good, clean routes they ran on that play.
From the 30-yard line.
Ball on the
Second down.
30-yard line.
The Bearcats line up with 3 wide. Nice play fake. Down the middle. Got it to his receiver. Fellows brings him down at the 9-yard line. And that is not what this defense had in mind coming into the football game.
Not at all, but you got to give credit to this quarterback. He's really lighting them up back there. He's making picture-perfect passes, and guys are catching everything. Already, he's got 300 yards throwing the football.
Have a look at our Old Spice red zone numbers. Red zone, when performance matters most. They'll work from the shotgun. Let's see, did one of the linemen move first?
Offsides. On the defense. After this is to the goal. Still first down.
Broke away from 1. Touchdown, Cincinnati! Nice run by the fullback to put 6 on the board.
Give this kid a chance. He can get it done. That was a nice-looking run.
So they're ready for the extra point. And he converts the extra point. So under 3 minutes to go in the second quarter. And the score, Cincinnati 38, California 21. They line up to kick this one away.
Cincinnati is lined up for the kickoff.
He sends this one deep. Bell from his own end zone. Flag on the play. Let's see what it is.
Clipping on the receiving team.
So clipping on the play will send the offense backwards.
You're always taught that if you can see a player's name on his jersey, don't block him.
Hey,
They'll
apparently
start
he
the
didn't
drive
see it.
at the
And
9-yard
another
line.
thing he might not
First
see
and 10.
is more playing time.
Williams drops back to pass. He delivers. Incomplete pass.
It's going to go down as a drop, my friend.
A very frustrating drop. I like the play call. I like the pass even more, but it really doesn't matter if the receiver can't bring it in.
Second and 10. Ball on the 9-yard line. Bell lines up in a deep back. High formation. Flips it. He snags it. He's taken down at the 25. A nice looking play that time.
Well, the defense was blitzing here, and again, great recognition by the quarterback to find the hot receiver.
First
down, 10 to go.
Ball on the
25-yard line. Drops back on first down. Across the middle. And he's got him on the run. And he's tackled at the 42. Well, the tight end just went over the 100-yard mark with that last catch.
You don't see too many tight ends catching that many balls.
Well, this guy's a legitimate weapon for the quarterback out there.
It's first down. Scott set to go to the air. Throws it. Caught. Tackle made at the 49. California will take a timeout. That's their first of the half. About 2 minutes before halftime. They're in the eye. Williams hands it off. And down he goes. At the 45-yard line. They move the sticks after another first down.
Impressive drive by this offense so far. I really like what they're doing by keeping this defense on their heels and moving the ball downfield.
First and 10. Ball on the 45-yard line. Bell is the deep back as they line up in the eye. Williams on first down. Over the middle. And they make the stop at the 39-yard line. He ran a good route there and was able to pick up yards underneath the coverage.
It's okay to move the ball in small portions because it relaxes the offense and can open things up for the big play.
They line up at the 39.
Ball on the
Second and 4 coming up here.
line.
Williams comes to the line with 3 wide. It's deflected.
You got to be careful throwing into coverage like that.
Well, Coach, I don't think it was a poor decision. It was just a great reaction by the man in coverage.
That'll bring up third down. It's third down and 4 to go. Ball on the 39. Pro formation here. Bell gets a toss. Shakes off a tackle. They'll bring him down at the 26-yard line. What a run on third down.
You know, we're always talking about the importance of converting on third down. If you're going to have any kind of success, you got to be able to keep these drives alive, like they did right there.
Here's the offensive production statistics, sponsored by Coca-Cola. Defense lines up in a 3-4. Williams lets it go, and they couldn't hook up on that one.
Kirk,
Yeah, Coach.
Did you see that drop pass?
Yeah, but it's safe to say that he heard footsteps, don't you think? I mean, the defender almost got there at the same time as the football.
All right. Well, the correct answer is yes, he did drop the football.
26-yard
Come
line.
on, sweetheart. The quarterback is trying to get you the ball. You got to make those kind of plays out there.
Drops back to pass. Stepping up. And they get the sack. The Golden Bears are going to take a timeout, and they'll have one timeout left. So another third down upcoming for the offense. California comes to the line with 3 wide. Williams drops to throw. Looks. That's a great tackle at the 35-yard line.
Boy, you talk about a shot.
He was a sitting duck on that play, and believe me, these defensive players love a sitting duck.
Yep, especially when the quarterback is the duck.
Fourth and long.
The Golden Bears are lining up to punt it away. Miller is waiting for the snap. He punts it away. It's a high kick. Madsen calls for the fair catch.
Great passing was the key for the offense the last time they had the ball. They were able to pick apart the defense and get down the field for a touchdown.
So if I'm the coach, I'm telling my defensive linemen to get more pressure on that quarterback, please.
First down, 10 yards to go. Ball on the 15-yard line. He went by him. Nickel with the tackle at the 22. Harmon gained 7 yards on that play. Second down, 3 yards to go.
Ball on the
22-yard line. Some second-half adjustments definitely needed in this one. Our score, Cincinnati 38, California 21. Cincinnati got the ball to start the game, so they'll be kicking off to start the second half. He sends it downfield. Bell has it at the 5. So before the offense hits the field, let's take the time to let you know that our game is brought to you by EA Sports.
They'll
take over at the
23-yard line. First and 10.
One-man backfield. Gives it off. Hampton with a takedown at the 32. That's a good 9-yard gain. Second down. The defense sets up with 5 defensive linemen. Bell will try the left side. And he's tackled at the 34-yard line. And the tailback gets enough for the first down.
It's just a simple toss out to the halfback here. Not a lot of running room, but enough to move the chains.
First down, 10 to go.
Ball on the
34-yard line. They line up with split backs. Williams tosses it left. It's tackled at the 40. Out of bounds at the 23. That's 100 yards rushing for the day, guys.
You know, Brad, 100 yards is a great day, but the thing that I've been most impressed with is the way he's been able to accomplish that with such great effort.
It's first and 10.
Ball on the 23-yard line.
The Golden Bears line up with trips left. Gets past the tackler. He's tackled at the 18. The halfback picks up maybe 5 yards on the draw play. And we take a quick look at the stats from within the red zone, brought to you by Old Spice Red Zone, when performance matters most. The offense got 6 the last time they were inside the 20. Let's see what they do here. Williams steps back to pass, zips it left, catches it, and he's tackled right away. Nice little pattern there.
Yeah, he had great position there, and that ball was thrown in the right spot.
Third and 1 coming up on this play. Ball on the 14-yard line. The defense comes out with 5 defensive backs this time. Throws it. Caught. Touchdown. And they're not ready to quit just yet. And for that young man, it's touchdown catch number 2.
Hey, this guy's really stepped up for his football team today.
Well, it's obvious the coach wanted to get him involved in the game plan. It looks like it was a pretty smart move, too.
They're setting up for the PAT. And he adds the extra point. So with just over 13 minutes remaining in the third quarter, the score is Cincinnati 38, California 28. Looks like they're ready for the kick.
California is lined up.
He sends it off. Hampton has it at the 5. Time once again for this offense to come back out and start another drive. Here's a look at the offensive production statistics, brought to you by Coke. Harmon lines up in the deep back, I formation, slings it. His receiver has it. Talk about a throw.
Does this kid have an arm or what? I'm telling you, this thing is like a laser beam coming out of his hand.
Boy, you're right. What a cannon this young man's got.
It's first down.
First and 10. Ball on the 37-yard line.
With the misdirection, he jukes it. Tackle at the 39. And that run will give him 100 for the game.
The old head coach has to be happy with the running game today.
Second down.
Ball on the 39-yard line.
Cincinnati sets up with 4 receivers. Might have been some early movement up front.
Dead ball. False start on the offense. 5-yard penalty. Still.
They got a little bit antsy out there on that one.
Well, if I had those big hogs lined up on the other side of the ball, I'd be a little antsy too.
It's second and 13. He drops back. Flips it. It's deflected. Incomplete. Almost picked off.
Wow, not a smart pass.
He thought he could squeeze it in there, I guess.
The next time he does that, he better be ready to make a tackle. They'll pick him off if he's not careful.
From their own 34-yard line. Third and 13. Harmon is the single setback. Looking. Deep pass down the left side. Got it. What a tackle. That was going to be a touchdown. So what do you think of this receiver after that play?
The quarterback made a nice throw, but it was the receiver who made this happen. That's a great way to make a statement.
Yep, I think I would start to double cover this kid. He's just too dangerous.
First
It's first down.
Ball on the 28-yard line.
Harmon is the deep back as they line up in the I. And he's taken down at the 25-yard line. A gain of 3 yards by the fullback. Second down.
Ball on the 25-yard line.
Over the middle. To the middle. It's his tight end. A good play to the tight end that time.
Yeah, and this is a play that we saw in practice the other day over and over again.
And as a coach, you like it when all that practice pays off and your players executed in the game like they did all week in practice. Good job.
The pressure turns up when in the red zone, and that's when you turn to Old Spice Red Zone, when performance matters most. Their last red zone trip resulted in a touchdown. I don't expect this one to be any different. Second and 8 coming up here. This is the 8th play of this drive. Here they come. He lets it go, and it pays off. Touchdown.
This is his 15th touchdown reception of the year. What do you think, Kurt?
It's incredible. This receiver has played well all year long, and you can bet that he'll finish the season with a few school records.
He's already one of the nation's leaders in receiving touchdowns.
And the season isn't even over yet. Don't be surprised if he finishes at the top of that list.
And they line up for the point after. He makes the PAT. That score leads us to our Pontiac drive summary. Cincinnati to kick this one off. Bell and Scott back to return. Here's the kick. Bell fields it at the 3. Sheds one tackler. The offense comes out on the field once again.
It'll be interesting to see if this defense has made any adjustments to stop this running game.
Because they sure couldn't stop them from going down the field and scoring on that last drive.
Here's a look at the offensive production statistics, brought to you by Coca-Cola. California lines up with 3 receivers, and down he goes at the 32. The running back gets a yard, maybe less. They line up at the 32. Second down. The Golden Bears line up in an I formation. Williams is off, and he hits him hard at the 30-yard line. And that was not a good call offensively.
Nah, not a good call, only because they lost yardage. I'll tell you, I've seen plays like this where the tailback breaks one and goes for a touchdown.
You're right, Lee. You can never tell.
Third and 11 coming up here. Ball on their own 30. The defense sets up in the dime. Williams back to pass. Lets it go. It's complete. 3 and out.
Yeah, the defense did a great job of winning that series.
Fourth and 11.
It's 4th down now, and we'll see the punt team. Hampton back deep to return. He gets it off. Hampton takes it at the 36. Now we see the offense come onto the field.
And you know who's trembling right now? That defensive secondary.
Secondary should be trembling after all the yards that they gave up that last time.
First and 10.
They'll take over at the 38-yard line. First and 10.
Cincinnati comes to the line, only one man in the backfield. He looks to throw on first down. Flips it, and it's caught. Parker brings him down at the 48-yard line. A good 10 yards on the pickup. Second down and less than a yard.
Ball on the
Ball on the
48-yard
48-yard line. Waters on play action. He's looking for his man. It's tipped. He threw that to a guy who was well covered, and it almost got intercepted.
Yeah, he's very lucky. That ball was only tipped.
From their own 48-yard line.
Ball on the 48-yard line.
The Bearcats go with the I formation. They'll run for the first on third and short. And they make a stop at the 40-yard line. Great effort by the ball carrier to get the first down.
Yeah, Brad, I thought they were going to get him behind the line.
Yeah, Kurt, I thought so too. The defense had him, but he was able to slip free.
That would have been a big defensive play, too, because it would have brought up a big fourth down.
Let's take a look at the offensive production numbers brought to you by Coke. Cincinnati goes with the ace set here. Waters set to go to the air. He throws right. Open man, and it's his wide receiver. So they pick up a few with a pass play, Coach.
Yeah, it was. I like plays like these. As long as you're moving forward and not backward, you're doing pretty good.
Second and 3 coming up. Ball on the 33. Going with the shotgun here. Down the middle. Complete. What a catch. Hill with the tackle at the 20-yard line. Kirk, what can you say about this quarterback?
Anytime you pass for 400 yards in a game, you're making good reads and delivering the ball where it's got to be. He's having a solid game out there.
And we take a quick look at the stats from within the red zone, brought to you by Old Spice Red Zone, when performance matters most. So their last red zone visit resulted in a touchdown. Let's see if the defense can hold them this time. So they execute and move a little closer to the sticks.
Yeah, completing those short passes is the key because it lulls the defense to sleep a little bit. Then you can launch one big one downfield for a big gain.
Second down.
Ball on the 14-yard line.
He throws it. It's deflected. Almost picked off. And he threw that one up for grabs.
This is one of the things that drives a coach crazy. You don't want to do anything stupid, make mental mistakes that may cost you the ballgame.
The offense faces another third down as they line it up. The Bearcats line up with 3 wide. Waters unloads.
Now that's the way to get in there and break up a pass.
And more importantly, Coach, brings up a fourth down situation.
Fourth down. They'll line up the field goal unit. And this one's from 31 yards out. He gets it up, and he's got it. And now we're going to take a look at the Pontiac drive summary. Cincinnati is lining up to kick this one off. And this is just a booming kick. Bell fields it in the end zone. And now we'll see the offense come out onto the field for their next possession. Let's take a look at the offensive production numbers brought to you by Coca-Cola. They use 4 linebackers. Bell gets the toss, and they get him in the backfield for a loss.
1, 2, 3. Kirk, he might be out for the count.
Oh, what he did look at this, and remember, this is one of the hits of the year. That guy can really bring it.
It's second down now, 14 to go.
Ball on
their own
17.
17. Single set backfield. Magruder brings him down for a loss.
This is a heads-up play by the linebacker. He's playing run and had his eyes on the guy carrying the football from the get-go. Good defensive play.
From their own 15-yard line. Third down and long coming up here. California sets up in the eye. He's looking to pass. He unloads it. Into coverage, and the defense has it. And that's a second interception of the game by this defense.
These guys are all over the field. It seems like wherever the quarterback throws the ball, there's a defender sitting right there.
They're on the right side of the 50 as they start this drive. 4 wide. Short toss. Catches it. Fellows tackles him at the 11-yard line. Fellows looks to have been shaken up a bit on that play.
Yeah, I think he's hurt his arm or shoulder on that play, but I don't think it's too bad.
And we take a quick look at the stats from within the red zone, brought to you by Old Spice Red Zone, when performance matters most. They're in the red zone again, but this time they should be thinking touchdown. He passes it. It's complete. Brought down at the 6. That'll be a gain of 5. They're at the 6. It's third and inches. They're crowding that line of scrimmage. Goes to the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati. And that was his 5th touchdown strike through the air, my friend.
Boy, he's really playing some solid football out there. I'd throw the ball every time if this kid were on my team.
So the kicker's on the field to attempt the extra point. And he tacks on the extra point. So with just over 6 minutes remaining in the third quarter, our score is Cincinnati 55, California 28. Everyone's all lined up and ready for the kickoff. He kicks it. Bell fields it in the end zone. Defense won the last battle as they were able to pick the ball off. Who's going to win this time? The offense will start at the 20. The Golden Bears line up in an I formation.
First and 10.
And down he goes at the 20-yard line. Not much for the runner as he gets back to the line of scrimmage. From their own 20-yard line. So it's second and 10. Williams drops back to pass. And it's intercepted on an amazing diving catch.
Oh, boy. I bet he knew as soon as he released that football that he shouldn't have made the throw. That's the thing. When you're under that kind of pressure, it takes away that 1 split second you need to scan the area so you know where it's a safe throw.
And that's why a pass rush is so crucial to a defense. It allows you to intercept those passes from the quarterback.
They'll start the drive
at the 24-yard line. First and 10.
He looks to throw on first down. Rolls right, lets it fly. Has his fullback. Sheds that. Nickel brings him down at the 6. How about that pass, fellas?
Well, Brad, the defense was coming with the blitz, and that opened some room for these guys to get open.
Yeah, and if you're coming with the blitz, you better get to this quarterback. Otherwise, he'll make you pay.
And since we're in the red zone, let's have a look at the numbers. Brought to you by Old Spice Red Zone, when performance matters most. Waters lines up in the shotgun. Looks. He's under pressure, and he's hit as he throws. Turner is walking off the field now, and the trainers are going to have a close look at him.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened down there on the field. I hope this kid can get back in the game, though.
It's second and goal. 6 yards to the end zone. The Bearcats come out in a 2 tight end set. On the ground, up the middle. Burnside with the tackle at the 4-yard line. He plows ahead for a 2-yard gain. It's third and goal, and they're about 4 yards out. High formation, looking for 6. Woodard with a takedown at the 1-yard line. The fullback picks up about 3 yards on that carry.
Fourth and goal.
This isn't much more than an extra
on the 1-yard line.
This will just add insult to injury. The kick is up, and it splits the uprights. So we take a moment to check out the Pontiac drive summary. Everyone's all lined up and ready for the kickoff. Decent kick. Bell fields it at the 1. At the 30. That return should help the offense out a little.
Yo, this kid is a sensational kick returner. He did a perfect job of reading his blocks on that kick return.
Almost perfect.
That's what I said. Almost perfect.
Here are the offensive production stats, brought to you today by Coca-Cola. Williams on first down, and he brings it down. They'll bring him down at the 49-yard line. He brought him down with a face mask, so this is a pretty easy call.
Personal foul. Face mask on the defense. 15 yards from the spot of the foul.
Well, the offense is helped out by that defensive penalty.
You bet they are. That's an easy way to pick up yards.
We've got a 1st and 10.
Ball on the
36-yard line. California lines up with 3 receivers. Little handoff. Magruder tackles him at the 34-yard line. Bell picks up 2 yards with the carry, so that'll make it 2nd down. It's 2nd down and 8 to go. Ball on the 34-yard line. Bell is the single setback. Porter with a takedown at the 32. Bell gains about 2 yards on the run. Now it's 3rd and 6 coming up.
Ball on the 32-yard line.
California comes to the line, only 1 man in the backfield. He's got to throw it in a hurry, and they got him. And there's a penalty on the play. Let's see who it's on.
Holding on the offense. The penalty is declined. 4th down.
4th and 13.
It's 4th down now, and
Ball
we'll see
on
the punt team.
39-yard line.
Rhodes is back deep to return the punt. Miller punts it, and he didn't get much distance on it. Rhodes signals for a fair catch.
Personal foul. Kick catching interference on the kicking team. 15 yards from the spot of the foul. First down.
First and 10. Ace
Ball on the
backfield.
31-yard line.
Play action. He lets it go. Incomplete. Morgan was the intended receiver on that pass. That'll make it 2nd down. It's 2nd down and 10 to go. Ball on the 31. Cincinnati lines up in a double tight set. He looks. He delivers. And it's caught. And he's tackled at the 43-yard line. What a play.
What a play is right. Here they throw the ball to the tight end, and the big guy shows that he's valuable not only as a blocker, but as a receiver as well. Nice catch.
First down, 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43-yard line. Harmon lines up in the deep back. I formation. Throws. Caught. A 4-yard loss. They line up at the 47. So it's 2nd and 14. Harmon, the lone back. Steps up, looking, throws it to the outside. Knocked out of bounds at the 32-yard line.
That's the first down right there.
Yeah, if I was the defense, I think I would man up on these guys next time.
This quarterback is very good at recognizing zone coverage and then finding the open receiver.
First down, 10 to go. Ball on the 32-yard line. Drops back on first down. The senior makes the catch. And they make the stop at the 28-yard line. They get 4 yards on that pass play. Second down and 6. Ball on the 28. The Bearcats come out in a shotgun. It's 3rd down and 6 to go. Ball on the 28-yard line. Waters with the toss. Good open field tackle. Good 6 yards there by the halfback on the toss play. So it's 4th down, and the kicker's on to try this one from 39. This will just add insult to injury. It's up, and it's right down the middle. And here's the Pontiac drive summary. Cincinnati to kick this one off.
Cincinnati is lined up for the kickoff.
He sends it off. Scott from his own end zone. He jukes. He made a good cut upfield, got a few blocks, and they were able to come up with a decent return.
That looked like a breakdown in kickoff coverage. Instead of staying in their lanes, they all started sprinting to the football.
That's exactly what happened. You can't do that.
Let's take a look at the offensive production numbers, brought to you by Coca-Cola. California goes with the ace set here. Bell takes it up the middle. They'll bring it down at the 37-yard line. Bell picks up a yard on the play. That'll bring up second down. It's second down. The Golden Bears come out in the ace formation. Williams back to pass. Throws it out there. And he's tackled at the 41-yard line. 4 yards gained. It's third down and 5 to go. Ball on the 41-yard line. The Bearcats line up in a 3-4. Looks to pass. It's complete. Madsen tackles him at the 41. Good job to avoid the rush and get the pass off.
Well, when you're trying to get to the quarterback with the blitz, you better have some talented corners because they could end up on an island out there all alone.
First and 10. Ball on the 41-yard line. Bell alone in the backfield. He drops back. He's going right. Batted ball. The corner made a good play on the ball.
He sure did. This kid is very athletic. If he doesn't get a pick, he does his best to knock the ball down.
It's second and 10. Ball on the 41-yard line. Back to pass. Lets it go. Got it. And he puts it on turf. Scooped up by the defense. A fumble here is the last thing they needed.
Well, you know what they say. When it rains, it pours.
And at this point, they're in a torrential downpour. Absolutely nothing has worked for them today.
They'll get the ball here at the 20.
Take over at the 20-yard line. First and 10.
The defense comes out in the dime package. He tosses it short. Caught. Jones with a takedown at the 27. About a 7-yard pickup that time on the pass. Second down. Heading to the fourth quarter, this one is well in hand. With the score, Cincinnati 61, California 28. Second down. The Bearcats line up in an I formation. Perry on play action. Perry delivers. He's tackled in the open field. So they get it out there for about 3 yards, and that's a first down.
I like the call to go with a pass play in short yardage situation.
We've got a first and 10. Ball on their own 30. The Bearcats line up with 4 wideouts. They'll throw on first down. Surveys the field. And that one's fallen incomplete. Wilson was the intended target on the play, so that'll make it second down. Second and 10. Coleman lines up in the deep back, I formation. Perry drops back. He throws it. Incomplete pass. Coleman was the intended receiver on that pass. That'll make it third down. From their own 30-yard line. They're down at 10 coming up. Perry is back in the gun. Perry drops back to pass. He throws it. And this one falls incomplete. Just a little too far for the halfback.
Fourth and 10.
The punter comes on the field, getting ready to send one off. Bell is the deep man, awaiting the return. He punts it. Bell fields it for 30.
He couldn't shake anybody. He needs to go work out those legs a little bit.
Yeah, Coach, you're right. Good return, but if he could have broken that last tackle, that might have been big.
They'll take over at the 38-yard line. First and 10.
Bell is the single setback. Williams on first down. Looking. Williams. And he's tackled right away. 5 yards. Second down and 5. Ball on their own 43. The defense lines up in a dime. Scott back to throw. He's right there for the interception. Great catch by the linebacker, but not a smart throw from the quarterback.
It didn't look like the quarterback even saw the linebacker hanging in that area. It pays to be in the right spot at the right time.
This is a great place to start the drive on the opponent's side of the 50-yard
line. First and 10.
With the game well in hand, they're going to get the other quarterbacks some playing time. Tackle at the 41-yard line. They'll get 9 yards on the play. Second and short. Ball on the 41. They line up in the shotgun. Perry off the fake. He unloads it. Complete. What a catch.
I'll tell you, this receiver showed really good hands on that play.
This kid is always calling for the ball. And if he keeps making plays like that, he'll continue to get the ball.
First down, 10 to go.
First and 10.
Ball on the 26-yard line.
Ball on the 26-yard line.
Cincinnati comes out in the shotgun. And they make the stop at the 20. The pressure turns up when in the red zone, and that's when you turn to Old Spice Red Zone, when performance matters most. They come out in a nickel. Perry set to go to the air. Wants to throw outside, and that one's incomplete. He made the catch, but it was outside the white line.
This quarterback has to just settle down and get his feet underneath him. He took the receiver clearly out of bounds. That kid had no shot to make the catch.
Third down, 4 yards to go.
Ball on the 20-yard line.
The defense sets up in the nickel. Perry drops to throw. He passes it. Look it in. So there was not much doing on that pass play, and that's going to bring up fourth down. So the field goal unit is on the field. They'll try for 3 points. This one is from 34 yards away. They're already up big, and this could make the lead bigger. He gets it up, and it's through the upright. And now we're going to take a look at the Pontiac drive summary. Cincinnati ready to kick this one off.
Is lined up for the kickoff.
He got all that one. Scott fields it in the end zone.
You know who's trembling right now?
Well, it's not the defense. They played well all game.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 20. California sets up in the I. They hand it off. Juke move. They'll bring him down at the 30.
On defense, it's all about instincts. It didn't look like their instincts worked too well on that play.
You're right, Lee. There was a lot of running room there.
We've got a 1st and 10.
Ball on
their own 30.
line.
There's a very impressive open field tackle. And the fullback picks up the first.
I think they caught the defense a little off guard.
You're probably right. Huge gain there on the ground.
First and 10. Ball on the 40-yard line. The Golden Bears come out in the ace formation. Williams hands it off. He's taken down at the 43-yard line. So the old counter gets 2, maybe 3 yards. Second down, 7 yards to go.
43-yard
on the 43. The Golden Bears line up in a split back set. Williams steps back to pass. Wants to throw outside. And guys, you can just feel the momentum building with this drive.
That's their 3rd first down on this drive alone, Coach.
Yep, we all know how important momentum is in college football. This defense really needs to step up and get some of it back.
First and 10. Ball on the 47. Williams looking to throw on first down. And it's caught. To the 20. To the 10. And they tackle him.
That's just a great call by the coordinator there, going to the air on first down.
I agree with you 250%.
250%, Coach?
Yep, 250%. That's a great call.
And we take a quick look at the stats from within the red zone, brought to you by Old Spice Red Zone, when performance matters most. Williams steps back to pass. He's looking down the middle. And the touchdowns continue to pile up for that receiver.
Yo, this kid has scored 18 points all by himself. I can't recall ever scoring that many points in my playing days. Maybe a penalty or something.
Here's the kicking team to try the extra point. And he converts the extra point. 4th quarter and more than 11 minutes left. And our score is Cincinnati 64, California 35. California yet set to kick this one away. And this one's away. Williams has the 5.
Well, moving the football hasn't been a problem all game.
Yeah, but this one's in the books, Coach. I expect him to run the ball, kill the clock, and put this one in the books.
Here's the offensive production statistics, sponsored by Coca-Cola. Cincinnati comes out with an I formation. Gets the ball. No, they faked it. Perry delivers. Caught. Across midfield. At the 40. At the 30. Oh, so close to breaking it.
As if things haven't been bad enough.
Yep, this is pretty much like adding salt to the wound, but we've seen this all game.
Now we take a quick look at the stats from within the red zone, brought to you by Old Spice Red Zone, when performance matters most. Ace backfield. Perry drops back. Here comes the pressure, and they got him. Second down and 14. They're in the eye. Perry hands it off. Fellows brings him down at the 14-yard line.
And the offensive line did a good job of picking up the blitz.
Yep, the defense over-pursued the play, and it helped them get some good yards.
Third down. The Golden Bears line up in a nickelback. Lets it fly. Catches it. He gets hit out of bounds at the 10-yard line.
Whoa, that was close. Defense thought they held him there.
The offense only got the first down by about a yard, but I'm sure they'll be happy with the new set of downs.
First down, 10 yards to go.
10. Ball on the 10-yard line.
The Bearcats line up in an I formation. Looking. Leaps. Picked off. Nice interception. Too bad they weren't playing like this to start the day.
Their defense took a little too long to get into this football game.
But don't give up on them, you guys. Not yet. They're still playing football out there.
And they've got a lot of field in front of them as they start this drive.
First and 10.
I doubt they'll take any chances here. They keep it on the ground with a tailback. And the halfback's got nowhere to go. They're backed up at the 1.
Ball on the 1-yard
It's second
line.
down. Let's see if the defense puts any pressure on him here. And they get the safety.
The halfback got caught in the end zone there, Coach, and it's going to cost him 2 points.
Yep, he's got to fight his way out of there. Running the football with that field position is usually how you avoid the safety. But not this time, my friend.
Miller will be punting this one on the free kick. Tries to juke.
He almost broke it there.
Like you said, Coach, one more block, and that could have been 6.
Here are the offensive production stats, brought to you today by Coca-Cola. California lines up in a dime defense here. He's looking to pass. Slings it. Daniel can't hang on to it. He took his eyes off the ball and dropped it.
You got to squeeze that ball, then think about where you're going to go.
Second
The
and 10.
46-yard line. Second down. The Bearcats come out in a shotgun. Little handoff. Tackle at the 46. 0 yards on that play. Third down and 10 coming up. Ball on the 46-yard line.
46-yard line.
Coleman lines up as a single back. Perry drops to throw. Lets it fly. He almost had it, but it's incomplete. Well, the defense stood tall there.
Well, the defense did what they had to do to get 3 and out and now get the offense back on the field.
Fourth and 10.
The punt team is on the field looking to kick this one away. Fellows is back deep to return. He gets it off. Nichols calls for the fair catch. And now the offense makes its way onto the field.
And he's just hoping that this drive goes forward, not backwards.
Nickel
They'll
defense.
start the drive at the 8-yard line. First and 10.
And they make the stop at the 11-yard line. Bell gets 3 yards on the play. Second down, 7 yards to go.
On the 11-yard
Ball on the
line.
11. Williams has trips to his left. He'll get the call again. There's a very impressive open field tackle. They call his number and he carries for 6 yards. California sets up in the I. Williams on play action. He snags it. Brought down at the 23.
Coach, that's a first down.
A good-looking first down, too. They might want to run that one again in a couple of plays. He had some options out there.
First and 10.
First down, 10 to go. Ball on the 23-yard line. He's going left. Caught. And Kirk, that was a nice grab there.
You know, it may be simple, but whenever you can gain solid yardage, you're doing something right.
They line up at the 30.
Ball on the
It's second down.
30-yard line.
The Golden Bears line up with a single set backfield. He's hit and got away. Arnold tackles him at the 35-yard line. Picked up a first down on that carry.
Yeah, a good job up front by the offensive line. They picked up some nice blocks to allow that back to get in there for some extra yardage.
First down, 10 yards to go. Ball on the 35. California comes to the line, only one man in the backfield. Williams with the give. Tries to juke. They'll bring him down at the 40-yard line. Bell comes away with 5 yards. That'll bring up second down. It's second down and 5 to go. Ball on the 40-yard line. Bell gets another carry. He jukes him. Tackle made at the 44-yard line. 4-yard gain by the back. The offense faces another third down as they line it up. Setting up the play action. He's looking for his man, and this one's going to get intercepted.
You talk about a weapon. This defender has been all over the field today.
Well, he's giving his quarterback fits right now. That's the second interception of the day.
They'll set up shot at the 33-yard
line. First and 10.
Perry lines up in the shotgun. Perry to the air on first down. He looks, and he's going to be sacked. It's second down and a long ways to go. Ball on the 24. The Bearcats line up with 4 wideouts. Perry throws it out there. Tackle at the 25. They get only a yard from the pass play. They'll line up at the 25.
Ball on the 25-yard
It's third down.
line.
The Bearcats come out in the shotgun. Looks. He's wrapped up for the sack. Kirk, how many sacks do they have now?
And that gives them 5 for the game. This offensive line has got to do a better job of protecting their quarterback.
Fourth and long.
Cincinnati
Ball
lining up the punt.
18-yard line.
Kane is waiting for the snap. He gets it away. Bell takes it at the 43. He's still going. He made some nice moves on that return.
Yeah, but too many, Brad. Boy, he'd love to have another chance at that one. The field is wide open for a score.
Excellent field position to start the drive.
First and 10.
California lines up in a pro set. Williams looking to throw on first down. Catches it. And down he goes at the 33. The quarterback is now passed for over 400 yards with that last completion.
The guy has done a great job moving the sticks all day long. He's a really good player.
They line up at the 33.
On the 33
it's first down. California lines up with a split backfield. Draw play. Spin move. McCarty brings him down at the 20-yard line. And the delayed handoff works for a big gain.
Got to be happy with the effort there by your tailback.
You are absolutely right.
First down. Ball on
They line up in an I. Williams to the air on first down. He brings it down. Touchdown. And again, he hooks up with his favorite target for the touchdown.
Just look at the chemistry between these two players. That makes it 4 times now this guy has found the end zone.
They'll line it up for the extra point. He makes the PAT. So with just over 4 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter, the score is Cincinnati 66, California 42. Well, not much of a choice here. They need to go for the onside kick. Here's the onside kick. Lost the ball. Fumble. They should be thankful to get it back.
Exactly, and the coach can breathe easy now that his own player recovered the fumble.
And they'll look to capitalize on the good field position here.
40-yard line. First and 10.
Looks to pass. Steps up in the pocket. Throws it. Rodgers can't bring it in.
Kirk, what was that?
He just dropped it, Coach. Plain and simple.
That was an abominable drop.
Abominable?
Yeah, I'm not sure what it means, but it just sounds bad.
It's second and 10.
Ball on the 40-yard line.
4 wide. Drops back to pass. He lets it go, and it falls incomplete. Wilson was the intended target, so that'll make it third down. Third down and 10 coming up. Ball on the 40-yard line. The Bearcats come out in the ace formation. Back to pass. Throws it out there. And it's incomplete. So they go 3 out after that incompletion.
Fourth and 10.
The Bearcats are lining up to punt it away. Nickel back deep to return. He punts it. Fellows signals for a fair catch. This one's going to be down in the end zone for a touchback. Let's see if this defense has trouble defending the pass again here.
If they do, my friend, look out. They're going to give up another touchdown in a hurry.
They'll start this drive
at the 20-yard line. First and 10.
The Golden Bears come out in the shotgun. Williams back to pass. He's looking. And it's caught. Collins with a takedown at the 25. They gained 5 yards there. Second down.
Ball on the
Golden Bears line up with a single set backfield. Williams hands it off straight ahead. It was the defensive lineman that got a hold of him there.
And when that kid gets a hold of you, then you usually go down.
And you're not going to break many tackles when this guy gets his hands on you.
Third down, 5 yards to go.
on the 25-yard line.
The Bearcats bring in nickel pass. Steps up in the pocket. Lets it fly. It falls incomplete. So fourth down coming up.
And give credit to the defense there. They played very disciplined and were able to break up the pass.
Fourth and 5.
Looks like they've decided to go for it here. He drops back. He steps up. He throws right. Excellent open field tackle. Flags are down, and this one might be on the offense.
Holding on the offense. 10-yard penalty.
These are the calls that drive a coach crazy. Senseless penalties can sometimes be the difference between winning and losing the game.
And 15.
The punter comes on the field, getting ready to send one off. Miller awaits the snap. Punts the ball away. Cook fields it at the 48. Nowhere to go there.
Nowhere's right. He's lucky he got any yards at that return.
Great job of getting downfield and making the tackle by the coverage team.
They'll start at the 46-yard line.
46-yard line. First and 10.
Perry hands it off. Turner with the tackle at the 43. Coleman gains around 3 yards in the run. It's second and 7.
Ball on the 43-yard line.
The defense sets up in the dime. Coleman gets the call again. Brought down at the 39-yard line. Coleman picks up about 4 yards on the play. That'll make it third down. Here's a third and 3.
Ball on the 39-yard line.
Perry will hand it off. He's taken down at the 38-yard line. California will take a timeout. That's their first to the half. So they're going to go for it here. The defense lines up in a dime, and they're going to try to get it through the air. Complete to the true freshman. He's all the way down to the 7. Huge play on the fourth down.
That was a sensational call.
It sure was here, guys. Usually on fourth down, you have the receiver run just enough yards to get to the mark. The defense here was looking for that, and it was right over their heads for the big play.
And since we're in the red zone, let's have a look at the numbers. Brought to you by Old Spice Red Zone, when performance matters most. Coleman, the ball carrier. And they make the stop at the 5-yard line. Coleman picks up 2 yards with the carry, so that'll make it second down. EA Sports and Coca-Cola would like to congratulate today's Coke Players of the Game. Nice job. Tackle made at the 4-yard line. That'll be a pickup of a yard. It's third and goal, and they're about 4 yards out. The Bearcats line up in an I formation. Brings him down for a loss. California takes a timeout. It's fourth down. The kicker is out there, and this one is 23 yards away.
6-yard line.
The kick is up, and it splits the uprights. So we take a moment to check out the Pontiac drive summary. Cincinnati lines up for the kickoff. Bell and Scott set to return. He kicks it off. Bell fields it in the end zone. Guys, what do you think about this situation?
Hopefully we'll see the offense move this ball up the field a little bit.
Yeah, Coach, they really haven't had too much success today. But this is an opportunity for them to get their team back on track and build some confidence going into the next game.
Here's the offensive production statistics, sponsored by Coca-Cola. Bell is the single setback. He is drilled at the 28-yard line.
How about that defensive end getting in there on that play?
That is just a great play getting into the backfield. This guy is so quick that the ball carrier never had a chance.
This one's in the books, folks. What are your final thoughts on the game, Coach?
I can't say enough about this performance. Cincinnati played an excellent game out there, dominating on both sides of the ball. They've got to feel pretty good after blowing out a team like this.
Folks, thanks for tuning in into our game. Our final score, Cincinnati 69, California 42. Until next time, with Kirk Herbstreit and the coach Lee Corso, I'm Brad Nessler saying so long.